Hey everybody, welcome to your Satisfying Crunch.
Welcome back to the couch.
I'm your host, Papa Storytime, and Storytime Girl is here with me on the couch. We're getting ready to watch RWBY Volume 3, Chapter 9, P versus P, which is kind of another punny name. Player versus player, Penny versus Pyrrha. You didn't get that?
No, just stop.
That's why I do most of the editing.
What does editing have to do with figuring out a pun in a title of an episode?
See, if you knew that, then you could do the editing.
I think that you're just being, I don't know what word to use.
Since I'm your father, I think the word you're looking for is difficult.
It wasn't going to be anything crude. Rude, yes,
Rude,
but
yes.
crude, no.
All right, so we are in the middle of a tournament. We are...
Well, we're not in the middle yet, we're starting.
Well,
Or I guess the
no,
match.
we're in the middle of the tournament. Where the match between Pyrrha and Penny is starting. Cinder has hacked into Penny somehow, or is going to hack into Penny somehow, and that is obviously going to affect the outcome, whether she shuts down Penny or uses Penny to shut down Pyrrha, or I'm not really sure what's going on because I thought I had figured out what the plot was and I didn't. So as far as I can tell, once again we're manipulating school children. So I'm really hoping that there's more to it than that. The last two episodes have been kind of confusing for me because there was this goal that I saw that we were going toward, and then it just seemed like they stopped trying to go toward that goal. Maybe it was misdirection by the writers and there's something completely different that Cinder and her gang are after. Maybe they're not after power or after control. Maybe they're just wanting to watch the world burn, and what they're doing now is just setting little fires everywhere, and at some point it's all gonna, come together and it will be a mass conflagration.
Conflagration?
Conflagration, yes.
What does that word mean?
Fire. It means really, really big fire. That's why I said mass conflagration.
Wait, if conflagration itself means really, really big fire, then why would you need to put mass conflagration in?
Because it's a really, 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 really big fire.
I think you should just stop talking. Without further ado, Volume 3, Chapter 9.
See, it's a pun.
All right, it's now time to begin the randomization process for our next fight. It looks like our first contender is V from Atlas, and her opponent will be Pyrrha from Beacon.
Salutations, Pyrrha. It's an honor to finally meet you. This is going to be so much fun. Mercury, what are you doing? You were headed to why? What's going on? Fine. If you're not going to tell me,
Because that'll work.
Go fast.
process? It's an automatic reaction.
It should be an automatic reaction. Dance of the swords.
Let's just keep this between us friends.
Let's tremendously play by Miss Valentina.
That was cool. So I thought she had those on strings at one point. Are they still on strings?
She had them on strings the first time we saw them. Maybe they're only on strings when she wants them to be on strings.
Oh.
Yes. I expected that.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, they are on
Yeah, on
strings.
strings. There's Geppetto.
What are you doing? Kill the feed!
Something's wrong. We don't have control of the cameras. We can't even shut the broadcast.
What? How is that possible?
This is not a tragedy. This was not an accident. This is what happens when you hand over your trust, your safety, your children, to men who claim to be our guardians, but are, in reality, nothing more than men. Our academy's headmasters wield more power than most armies, and one was audacious enough to control both. They cling to this power in the name of peace, and yet, what do we have here? One nation's attempt at a synthetic army, mercilessly torn apart by another star pupil. What need would Atlas have for a soldier disguised as an innocent little girl? I don't think the Grimm can tell the difference.
And what, I ask you, is Osmond teaching his students? First it is rememberment, now this. Huntsmen and huntresses should carry themselves with honor and mercy. Yet I have witnessed neither. Perhaps Osmond felt as though defeating Atlas in the tournament would help people forget his colossal failure to protect the Vale when the Grimm invaded its streets. Or perhaps This was his message to the tyrannical dictator that has occupied an unsuspecting kingdom with armed forces. Honestly, I haven't the slightest clue as to who is right and who is wrong. But I know that the existence of peace is fragile, and the leaders of our kingdoms conduct their business with iron gloves. As someone who hails from Mistral, I can assure you, the situation there is equally undesirable. Our kingdoms are at the brink of war, yet we, the citizens, are left in the dark. So I ask you, when the first shots are fired, who do you think you can trust?
The fees are all jacked. We can't get a message out. Will somebody tell me what in the world has happened?
Alert! Incoming grim attack. Threat level 9. Please seek shelter in a calm and orderly manner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, there is no need for panic.
You call that no need for panic?
Nevermore, how did he get past the kingdom's defenses?
It wasn't alone.
Oz, get to the city. But
Now!
The girl, I can explain.
You brought your army to my kingdom, James. Use it.
Damn it! This is Blues 4. Blues 2 and 3 fall into defensive position.
Roger, Blue 3 in position.
Blue 2, what's your status?
Blue 2, come in. Someone answer me, damn it.
I haven't seen much of that, but I really like Neo.
It's about time.
It's also the gun.
oh, it is good to be back. Bring them to their knees.
So I think
Okay.
this is the payoff we were expecting after episode 6.
I agree. I think that discrediting the headmasters that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the question is, am I dense? Am I just stupid and I don't pick up on clues that are there, or were they just deliberately being cloak and dagger about it? I don't know. Maybe it was clever misdirection on the part of the writers, and I just didn't pick up on it. Anyway, so my failure aside, this is the payoff that I was expecting after episode 6. I'm kind of upset that you took 3 episodes to get there after that, but
This is kind of what I was expecting when I saw Emerald in the crowd and Mercury was like polarity versus metal.
It's an interesting thing because how do they know that Pyrrha can do that?
She's used her semblance frequently, and it isn't. I don't think it's like a secret.
I know it's not a secret, but how do they know that her semblance can do that it can be that powerful, that's what will be the result of that? So like Yang you can predict, because Yang is hot-headed, she's going to think you attack her, she's going to shoot you in the leg. And if you attack her again, she's going to shoot you in the head. That's Yang, and we understand that. But Pyrrha does not seem to be that kind of person, and they couldn't count on her. There's no way that they could count on her being upset and being distracted already.
Just multiplying the swords that much in her head would make anybody scared and confused and terrified. Not just scared, terrified. And so really your only reaction to that is, I am going to throw every single thing I have into not dying right this second.
Okay. We're going to have to finish filming for today, but 3 episodes this week. We finally get back to the payoff that was promised to us at the end of chapter 6. Some really great stuff. Torchwick comes back in.
Neo comes back in. The whole point of Torchwick being held prisoner on the ship. We get a little bit of a payoff for that. We're not sure why the Grimm are not attacking or under the control of Adam and his group, but perhaps that will be explained in the next episode as well. Did anything to add? Not really.
All right. We will see you on Tuesday with chapter 10. Until next time,
There's always room on the couch.